In Indianapolis tonight with the 49ers visiting the Colts. Monday Night Football. Phillip Rivers set to make his second start for the Colts. San Francisco clinched a playoff spot following the Lions' loss on Sunday. All right, let's make our game picks here. Cam, who wins tonight?
Damian, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
48.
You like Tom Brady age.
Yeah.
My mind's telling me Father Field. But nah, San Francisco, yeah, that's the more reasonable pick, brother. You feel me? So I'm going with the 49ers.
You too?
Yep, I'm going with the 49ers. Listen, I think this is Kyle Shanahan's best coaching job this year with everything they sustained and the way they're still playing. I'm going with the 49ers.
It is staggering to think about 3 teams from the NFC West have all clinched their playoff spots in Week 16. 49ers, obviously, yesterday with that Lions loss. Are they the sleeper team in the NFC playoff picture right now?
No. I don't think there's a team that wants to really play against the Chicago Bears. Like, the Chicago Bears, for me, is a very dangerous team. Their ability to run, their opportunistic defense that leads the league internal takeaways, and the way Caleb Williams have came on late has just been something that, like, I don't see another team wanting to have those type of problems.
Yeah, I don't know if I can classify Chicago as a sleeper team as many times they've been on prime time and doing those type of things. Listen, the 49ers are, I would say this, 49ers, what they've overachieved, I think they've beaten up on a lot of bad teams with bad quarterbacks. We need to see them stuff. I want to see them going up against the Rams and the Seahawks. Like, I need to see that before I'm like all the way in with the 49ers.
But the crazy thing, it could show up that they be the first place in position, the 49ers. And, like, you would think that would be the Los Angeles Rams. You would think that would be the Seattle Seahawks. But if they play the game the right way, they can have home field advantage.
That's right.
And who's going to be to blame with that? You know what I'm saying? You see a Chicago team that has to travel that far, or anybody from the NFC South or whatever.
Going to take him stopping Jonathan Taylor tonight. He's closing in on that rushing title. 87 yards last week. We'll see how this game goes tonight. We'll see.
31 completions was a career high, as was 380 passing yards, his first career game with over 3 Bills, joining a very esteemed club that only 413 other players have done before. All right, Theo. Drake May, what did he prove in that fourth quarter comeback last night?
Yeah, right now he's the best quarterback in football in the pocket. And I would put him second behind Stafford in the MVP after the 11-point fourth quarter comeback last night. In the pocket, when to move, where to move, side shuffle, vertical shuffle, climb, run, don't run. It's fantastic work. And then to pair it with some of the ball placement throws that this young man has shown coming off of the choke job last week. That's what it was against Buffalo. Unbelievable that he responds that way. I mean, this touchdown, so double chips, that's kind of their vintage thing, and he's getting quarters. Now, a couple things. He's got to go right at the top. 1, do I have press? Yes. 2, is there safety help? If there's safety help, now it's my responsibility as a quarterback to just hold that safety vertical. I don't want him going towards the top of the screen. Drake holds his eyes, and now I've left space. This is still good coverage. Yeah. It's just beat by a perfect throw from Drake May.
On the other side of the equation, Baltimore inexplicably left Derrick Henry on the bench for the final 12 minutes and 50 seconds of a game they were leading, where he was running wild.
Well, that's what I mean. This is like, sometimes coaches are so smart, they're absolutely dumb you-know-whats. Like, you got to be kidding me here. Derrick, what was it? Are you mad because he's only averaging 7.5 yards a carry? This is why you got a guy who closes out games. In the biggest game, too. Like, you got to just feed the beast and pound him. As a defensive coordinator, I'd be sitting back going, he's not in the game? Oh, hell, thank God. Because we can't stop him. And he's built for, I mean, to close out games in the fourth quarter. Trust me, you played with that shoulder. So, like, you really want to tackle Derrick Henry, or would you rather tackle homeboy over there that was weighing about $190?
Mike Vrabel was aware of that. He used to coach him in Tennessee. He's on the opposite sideline. You think like he was happy to see him on the sideline?
I promise you he was. Yeah. And this kid is I get it. You're punishing me. He fumbled once. Oh, for God's sake. Kill it. That's our first ballot Hall of Fame running back. feed him the football.
Can you imagine there was is it possible that he was tired? Is it possible that the fumble earlier had them questioning him late in the game?
He was tired for being dehydrated, running for so many yards. That's why he's tired.
Now, they have other backs that are good, but I think it's hard to disagree when he was running the way that he was running. Like that touchdown drive they had before, there was no play action in that drive. It felt like there was no substitutions. They just kept handing it to him, and he couldn't be stopped. The O-line played well in those situations, creating holes for him, and once he gets a head of steam going, he's tough to stop. So
you got a backup quarterback with a win percentage of about 20. Run the football.
What's the level of disappointment with this Ravens team? Not just in what we saw last night, but in what we've seen all season.
It's the most disappointing team in football this year. And I think that will breed change. Something will have to change. This was, one, the most talented roster in the AFC, indisputable, and two, the rightfully favored pick to go to the Super Bowl and win it. And I understand there's been some injuries. Everyone has dealt with them. They're not going to be in the playoffs, and they haven't looked nearly.
You can't say yes, disappointing season. Maybe something has to change.
Who's been more disappointing in the NFL?
I'm not arguing with you about disappointment. I'm saying that you can't gloss over, there's been some injuries. Like, this is different when you become addicted to a quarterback that's as good as Lamar Jackson is. Those are the injuries that matter.
Dom, even when Lamar has been healthy this year,
when he's been on the field, it's different than being healthy. When he's been on the field, the first game of the year against the Bills, he was insane.
I totally agree.
From that point forward, he was in and out.
And he hasn't been healthy all year long, and it's another missed opportunity for the Baltimore Ravens. We don't know whether Lamar Jackson will or won't be healthy enough from this back injury to play this weekend against Green Bay. But Hembo raised this point. Do you know how many playoff wins Lamar Jackson and John Harbaugh, coach-quarterback combination, have together?
One, two.
Three. Do you know who's got more than them? Let me give you Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, Sean McDermott, Josh Allen, Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts, Bruce Arians, Tom Brady, Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, Zach Taylor, Joe Burrow, Kyle Shanahan, Jimmy Garoppolo, Kyle Shanahan, Brock Purdy. They all have more wins.
Me and Mark Sanchez.
John Harbaugh. You and Mark Sanchez. There we go.
We got 4.
Get it in
that
there,
was the next one. He was just about to read that one off.
We got 4. Rex got a cornerback spirit, man. He got a cornerback spirit.
All right, so with that in mind, sometimes you have a situation where you've got a great coach, you've got a great quarterback, but it just gets stale. Is it possible we're seeing the end of this tandem in Baltimore?
I think when you have the kind of season that the Ravens have had, with all the expectations and all the attention, inevitably, when a season falls short, there are meetings that occur afterwards to make decisions. Like every year, and you probably know this, right? The Ravens owner, Steve Bisciotti, gets together all the decision makers in the organization, and they go out on his boat, and they go out for a few days, and they talk about all the big moves that they're going to make.
Do they all come back?
Some don't.
I was watching The Sopranos flip the other day.
This isn't White Lotus, okay? It's not like that. Somebody's getting thrown overboard here.
I mean, I think what they've done there over the John Harbaugh time has been really impressive. And I think the hard thing is making these type of decisions when we're all kind of tiptoeing around and understanding that it's not a guarantee that it's going to get better. And the things that, when you have a coach who is this effective, the things that happen behind the scenes are the things that are going to make the decision, and we don't see that. Like, we don't understand how they actually feel about him. And like Tomlin's a similar example. We saw how they felt about